Okay, so I'm just gonna put this jack here under the tank. That way when I loosen it, tank won't like fall down and whatnot. But I know there's not a lot of gas in the tank, so I know it's not that heavy, but I just don't want it to like, I don't know, go down too far and put too much stress on the hoses before I loosen it. So, I mean, it basically just goes up, I don't know. It's gonna go up to about right there, just to hold it when I loosen it. Okay, so this strap here is already loose because I broke the bolt on that one and it's still loose. And basically the bolt is like right here. It's where the bolt is that you gotta loosen for it. Now over here is the second strap, and I just got like I'm not even sure what size this is, but I don't know. I know it's the right one. But this isn't the original bolt because I replaced it with that one. I'm just gonna loosen this up, and then basically after that, drop the tank down a little bit. I'm gonna get in here and take the fuel pump out. And just a quick tip, sometimes, like this bolt, sometimes they just keep spinning if you turn this, which is what happened on this one. And then you just gotta hold it while you ratchet that with your other hand. Basically, it's got right there's a little lip on the ring, and it's got 3 of those lips around it. Basically, I hit it from this side. From over here, I was hitting the one over here. Hit that, it gives that a couple taps, and then you want to come over here on the other side, or try to, and hit it from over here. And there's also a lip back here. It's got 3. You basically don't want to hit it all on one because you want to split it up a little bit. That way it doesn't bind as much. So yeah, I'll just take that loose. Okay, so I got it loose. You basically got the ring right here. That's the thing you want to turn. And basically you just turn it counterclockwise until it comes loose, and clockwise to turn it. Basically righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, same as any nut or bolt or whatever. And so I'm just gonna drop the tank down a little more, and then I'm just gonna pull this fuel pump straight up and out. Okay, so I got the gas tank out. Basically, here's the fuel pump. It was harder to get it out. I thought I'd be able to drop it down pretty easy and just pull it up and pull the fuel pump up out straight. But all these hoses kind of caught, and I had to pull the tank all the way back in order to get it to drop down from that bracket before I could take it out. And I ended up bending the fuel pump a little bit, but I just bent it back. But if you are planning on doing this by just pulling the fuel pump straight out, I'd recommend loosening the drive shaft. All you got to do is you got 4 bolts in the back here. Right here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can swing the drive shaft to the side, and then you'll be able to bring the tank over and down, and that should be a lot easier. I ended up having to take this one hose. I loosened this, but actually didn't have to take it off then. But if you're going to change the fuel pump, I'll show you the connections. Basically, you got this connection. This is like an air connection to the tank, so it has air. And then you got 1 gas line, 2 gas lines, and then this is like an air line of some kind. And then you got 1 ground wire. Okay, so my video got cut off, but anyway, here's your ground wire, the black one. I just connected that to the frame when I put this fuel pump in. And then you got a 3-prong connector for this, and yeah, that's basically it. So if you want to change the fuel pump, just take those gas lines loose, undo your electrical connections, and that 1 hose there, and that's basically it. Okay, so I got the old tank here, and it's got like a plastic, hard rubber kind of liner thing on the bottom of it. And so I'm just going to pull that off and put it under the new tank just to protect it a little more. I don't really like that. It can hold a little bit of water, but there's holes in the bottom there, so the water drains out. But this basically protects the tank from rocks and whatever is going to fly up and hit the tank. So basically all you do is you grab the tank with one hand and push down on this tab and it'll come right off. Okay, and I pulled that thing off and pull it over here, and that's basically what it looks like. It's pretty simple. Pull it over here, set this new tank in there, grab it, just go like that. Make sure that this side has the lip on it. I think this is the right way. And then just pull this lip out. It's probably good to do it, better to do it with a screwdriver, but just want to pull this lip out. You take a screwdriver and go along there, and the tank will just pop in, or somewhat pop in. Push it down, make sure it's all the way in. Perfect. Now I'm ready to put that thing up and put it back in. Okay, so I just got the tank sideways a little bit here, and then I slid the float and everything in first sideways, because that's harder to get in, and then I'm gonna put the rest of the tank up. But you want to make sure your seal here is clean on the bottom of the fuel tank or fuel pump before you put that in. So now I'm just gonna pick the tank on up and pull it backwards this way, like to the back of the truck, to get it over that bracket there, and then I'm gonna move it back forward and onto the bracket. Okay, so I got the tank back in, the new tank. I tightened this strap up again, and you wanna make sure you don't make them too tight that you damage the tank, and I still gotta fix that front strap then. And I got the fuel pump put back in. Okay guys, so I got the tank put back in finally, and this funnel here, you can get it at any auto parts or whatever, and it works good to put the gas back in the tank. I funneled the old gas out of the old tank, so I just put that back into the new tank. So anyway, but if you change the fuel pump or the gas tank, then the truck, a lot of times your truck isn't going to start right away or whatever, because the gas line won't be full of gas. So basically what you do is turn the key forward and let the fuel pump run for a little bit in the on position, then turn it back off, put it on again, the key for a couple seconds until you stop hearing the fuel pump run. Basically put the key in on for like a couple seconds, then turn it off, put it on for a couple seconds. That way the fuel pump can run a couple times to help fill the line up. And then you basically just gotta try to start it until it starts. But yeah. Okay, well, hopefully this video helped you out, and please like and subscribe and comment down below with any questions.